Hello, my name is Peter Goodhand. I'm the President and CEO of the Canadian Cancer Society. But I'm here today to talk to an issue that's broader than cancer, an issue that affects all Canadians, but in particular the 1 in 4 Canadians who last year were caregivers to a loved one facing a critical illness. This issue is about giving those caregivers the support they need, particularly financial support from our governments. The issue is very real for me, it's very personal. It was my experience as a caregiver over 12 years that brought me to the Canadian Cancer Society. My story is not unique. Millions of Canadians have their own stories of providing care and support to a loved one. Here are a few of their stories.
In May 2003, Colleen was diagnosed with an aggressive form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. She was just 6 years old. For the past 2 years, Colleen and her mother Sharon have made the very long drive to the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario from their home outside of Ottawa.
So the treatment plan was something that was going to last a long time, up to 2 years. There was the beginning, then there's the middle stage, and then there's the maintenance stage. But the beginning stage was a lot of in-hospital. Our life revolved around this thermometer. If there was a fever, we'd have to go in. And that means the plans that I made with anybody else went. We weren't making plans.
Well, my husband was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer in October 2005, and I've been the caregiver since. I used to work full-time. I had to work less hours to be able to be with him. We had a lot of income loss. He can't work anymore. I was working less. We had to dig into our savings.
You cannot get a family stabilized financially, emotionally, and in any other way unless they can pay their bills and have a moment and some time to overcome their situation.
At the same time, you're getting your bills every month, okay? And things are breaking down like every normal family. So you got all these balls up in the air, and you realize that there's one ball that if it fell would take out everything.
What I found the most difficult really is for a while wondering, will I still have a job? Will they keep me? Can I work with a clear head? I do know that when we come back from treatment and I've taken my 2-3 weeks, whatever, and I know he's at home sick to his stomach and not good, and I'm waiting for those phone calls at work to say, don't worry about me, I'm okay.
So we would keep the balls up in the air. But the one thing that only kept them there was money, which is really, really bad to think. But if we didn't pay the bills, we would have lost our home, like we've seen people lose their home. And for me, that was unimaginable.
We are working now toward trying to encourage any government that's in power to revamp their compassionate leave portion of the Employment Insurance Act. No parent should have to sign a certificate, or a doctor should have to sign a certificate that says a child will die within 6 months of diagnosis in order to apply for this EI.
Isn't there a way that I could use some of that compassionate care because it's needed?
It will be so much easier. And we're not asking for a handout, working families. We're paying into this. We're paying our taxes. We just want to be able to take it back when we need it.
In recent years, the Canadian Cancer Society has been working with the Canadian Caregivers Coalition and with leading health charities to bring this important issue to the attention of politicians of all parties. That message has been heard, but we need to do more, say more, and make that message clearer than ever. The need to understand the support, the value that caregivers give, $26 billion of unpaid care. This is an opportunity for us to do more and support caregivers.
And the only other thing I can say that we haven't really accomplished for our families is to helping them through the financial problem, which is easily accomplished if politicians would put their minds to it.
This election is the time to get commitments from local candidates of all political parties on important issues such as financial support for caregivers and strengthening our healthcare system. Please go to ifightcancer.ca or visit our Facebook site. use the tools we provided to contact your local candidate and ask them what they will do for caregivers. Make a difference. Join the fight. Thank you.